Your life becomes lighter when you stop expecting people to act perfectly, because accepting human flaws helps you handle relationships with more patience and emotional understanding. Every morning is a small beginning that quietly reminds you that yesterday's disappointments cannot stop you from creating something better with fresh hope today. Respect your own feelings, even when others do not understand them, because emotional honesty helps you build a stable inner world that cannot be shaken easily. When you learn to enjoy your own company, you stop depending on others to define your happiness, and your confidence naturally becomes stronger. Sometimes life teaches you through silence, because moments without noise reveal thoughts you usually hide under distractions and busy routines. Do not chase every opportunity you see, because the right path often appears when you slow down long enough to recognize what truly matters. Learn to observe your reactions, because the way you respond to pressure tells more about your character than the situation that caused the stress. You grow faster when you ask questions without fear, because curiosity opens doors that confidence alone cannot unlock. Peace begins the moment you stop forcing outcomes, because life flows smoother when you accept what is outside your control. You cannot change your past mistakes, but you can shape how those memories guide your choices, your growth, and your future direction. Be gentle with people who are struggling silently, because kindness during someone's weak moment becomes a memory they carry forever. Sometimes losing something familiar becomes the beginning of discovering something better. Even if the change first feels uncomfortable and confusing, you become wiser when you learn to understand situations instead of judging them, because empathy teaches lessons that criticism never can. Let your goals come from passion instead of pressure, because dreams built from fear rarely bring long-term satisfaction. Do not close your heart after one disappointment, because good experiences often arrive after you learn to trust life again. Your improvement becomes stronger when you accept your weaknesses honestly, because denial blocks growth while acknowledgement opens new paths. Every challenge shapes a different part of you, and with time, you realize that even painful moments taught you something valuable and necessary. Stop expecting people to guess your feelings, because communication creates clarity that assumptions can never provide. Your future changes the moment you stop repeating habits that hurt you and replace them with actions that support your purpose. Confidence grows when you make decisions based on your values instead of chasing approval from people who hardly know your struggles. Sometimes the thing you fear doing is exactly what will expand your life, because courage usually hides behind moments of discomfort. Let your days include rest, reflection, and calm moments, because productivity without balance slowly destroys your inner peace. Never underestimate the power of small kindnesses, because tiny gestures often heal hearts more deeply than big promises. When you stop rushing your healing, your soul finally gets the time it needs to rebuild stronger and more peacefully. Your life becomes clearer when you choose honesty with yourself, because truth creates direction while confusion grows from avoiding reality. Life becomes easier when you stop trying to understand every reason behind people's behavior and simply accept that some actions come from their own hidden battles. Every dream needs patience more than talent, because consistent effort slowly builds the skills that passion alone cannot maintain. Your emotional strength grows when you learn to stay calm during moments that once made you angry, proving your growth without saying a single word. The right people will never make you doubt your worth, because genuine care makes you feel valued even on your most insecure days. Sometimes walking away from chaos is smarter than trying to fix everything, because peace is worth more than winning unnecessary arguments. Your future becomes brighter when you replace complaints with practical actions, because solutions appear when your focus shifts toward progress. Let experiences shape you but not harden you, Because softness with wisdom is stronger than a tough heart filled with bitterness. The world opens for you when you stop fearing mistakes. Because trying boldly teaches lessons that waiting safely can never give. You find real comfort when you allow yourself to feel emotions fully instead of pretending everything is fine just to appear strong. Every difficult chapter eventually becomes a memory that explains why later blessings felt more meaningful than you expected. Your words carry power, so speak gently even during stress. Because anger-driven conversations leave wounds that take much longer to heal. Protect your dreams from negativity, because people with limited vision often discourage ideas they never had the courage to try themselves. When you let go of pride, resolving conflicts becomes easier and relationships become healthier without unnecessary emotional distance. You become more peaceful when you stop assuming the worst and start giving situations a chance to prove themselves honestly. Your journey becomes healthier when you stop forcing yourself to match timelines that society pushes on you without understanding your reality. You never remain the same person after a storm, because every difficulty quietly upgrades your wisdom, patience, and emotional maturity. Be thoughtful with your habits, because repeated actions slowly create the future you will experience whether you plan it or not. True strength appears when you stay kind even after facing unkindness, because your character is defined by your choices, not others' behavior. Sometimes the best decision is choosing silence, because not every battle deserves your time, energy, or emotional involvement. Your inner voice becomes clearer when you remove people who constantly confuse your thoughts with negativity or pressure. Life becomes richer when you learn to appreciate moments instead of waiting for big events to feel happiness. Forgiving yourself is just as important as forgiving others, because self-blame quietly destroys confidence and peace. Your priorities shift naturally when you realize not every relationship deserves equal time, emotional effort, or mental space. Hope becomes stronger when you remember that endings often hide new beginnings that you cannot see yet. Let your focus stay on progress instead of perfection, because small improvements today build bigger achievements tomorrow. You learn the most when life challenges your comfort, because real growth begins when familiar routines no longer feel enough. Be careful with your inner circle, because dreams grow faster when you surround yourself with people who inspire instead of discourage. Your happiness increases when you release expectations and appreciate people for who they are instead of who you want them to be. Life rewards those who try even when results are slow, because persistence eventually opens doors that talent alone cannot. If you dream of having sex with someone secretly, it means that you really want to meet him. Sometimes peace is simply choosing not to react, because calm responses protect your energy better than any angry explanation.